chosen one. Please stop for a minute. God is speaking directly to you, and this message is yours alone. His voice is calling through the noise, cutting past every distraction, every doubt, every weight you've been carrying. You're not here by chance. This moment, this pause, is where your heart aligns with His purpose. Something sacred is unfolding, and it's time to listen. You've been running, haven't you? Chasing answers, wrestling with questions, carrying burdens that feel heavier than you can bear. But God sees you. He knows every step you've taken, every tear you've shed, every silent prayer you've whispered in the dark. His message is clear. You don't have to carry it alone anymore. He's stepping into your story, ready to lift what's been crushing you. Your life is about to shift, not because of your strength, but because of His promise. Picture a seed buried deep in the earth. It's been hidden, pressed down by soil, surrounded by darkness. But beneath that weight, something stirs. A sprout breaks through, reaching for light it can't yet see. That's you, chosen one. The struggles, the waiting, the moments you felt buried, they weren't meant to destroy you. They were preparing you to break through. God's voice is the light calling you upward, and right now, He's saying it's time to rise. If this message is stirring your soul, pause and type 777 inches the comments below. That number carries divine alignment, a sign you're ready to receive what God has for you. And if you're feeling called, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking this path together. Your action amplifies this moment, connecting you to a community of faith. God's words to you aren't vague. They're not a whisper lost in the wind. They're sharp, personal, etched into your spirit. He's saying your name. He's calling you out of fear and into purpose. You might feel unworthy, like you've stumbled too many times to be chosen. But God doesn't choose the perfect. He chooses the willing. He chooses the heart that dares to listen, even when the world screams to keep moving. Think of Moses, standing before a burning bush. He wasn't a king or a scholar. He was a man who stuttered, who doubted himself, who ran from his past. Yet God spoke directly to him, not because of what he'd done, but because of who he was meant to become. You're standing before your own burning bush right now. God's voice is that fire, unshakable, undeniable, calling you to step into a destiny bigger than your fears. What's holding you back? Maybe it's the voice of doubt, telling you you're not enough. Maybe it's the weight of past mistakes, chaining you to yesterday. Or maybe it's the chaos of the world, trying to drown out God's whisper. But His voice is louder than all of it. He's saying, I've seen your heart. I've counted your steps. I'm here, and I'm speaking to you. Let that sink in. The Creator of the universe is calling you by name. Type 777 inches the comments if you feel His voice stirring in you. It's a declaration that you're ready to listen, ready to move. This isn't just a moment. It's a turning point. God's words are planting something new in you, something that will grow into blessings you can't yet imagine. You've been through storms, haven't you? Moments when the sky felt too dark, when hope seemed like a distant memory. But every storm you've faced has carved strength into your soul. God's been shaping you, not to break you, but to build you. Each trial was a chisel in His hands, crafting you into someone who can carry His purpose. He's speaking now to remind you, the storm didn't win, you did. Look at David, a shepherd boy, facing a giant. The world saw a kid with a slingshot, outmatched and overlooked. But God saw a king. When David stood before Goliath, it wasn't his strength that won, it was his faith that God was speaking to him, guiding his hand. Right now, God's voice is your slingshot. It's the weapon that topples every giant in your path. Fear, failure, doubt. Trust it. Wield it. God's message isn't just about what's coming. It's about who you're becoming. He's not promising a life without challenges, but he's promising to walk with you through them. His voice is your compass, guiding you when the path feels unclear. You might not see the full road ahead, but you don't need to. His words are a lamp to your feet, lighting just enough for the next step. If this is resonating, type 777 inches, the comments. Let it be your signal to the heavens that you're listening, that you're ready. And if you're moved, hit like and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones receiving these messages. Your faith is joining a movement, a wave of souls awakening to God's call. Sometimes, God's voice feels like a whisper in a hurricane. The world is loud, bills piling up, relationships straining, dreams slipping through your fingers. But his voice cuts through it all. He's saying, "Be still, I'm here." That stillness isn't weakness, it's power. It's the moment you stop striving and start trusting, letting his words reshape your reality. Think of Elijah, hiding in a cave, running from his calling. The world was crashing around him, wind, earthquakes, fire. But God didn't speak in the chaos. He spoke in a gentle whisper. That's what he's doing now, chosen one. In the middle of your storm, he's whispering your name, calling you to a purpose that no chaos can steal. Listen for it. Lean into it. God's message to you is personal, but it's also universal. He's speaking to your heart, but his words ripple outward, touching lives you may never see. When you answer his call, you become a beacon. Your faith, your courage, your willingness to pause and listen, it inspires others. You're not just receiving a message, you're becoming one. Type 777 one last time in the comments if you're ready to carry this message forward. It's your way of saying, "God, I hear you. I'm ready." Your life is about to reflect his voice in ways that will leave others in awe. You're not just a listener, you're a living testament to his power. God's voice isn't a one-time event. It's a river flowing through your life, carrying you toward his promises. Every time you feel lost, every time the world feels too heavy, come back to this moment. His words are eternal, unchanging, written on your heart. He's speaking of a future where your burdens lift, where your purpose shines, where your life becomes a story of his glory. Imagine a tapestry, woven with every moment of your life, the joys, the pains, the victories, the losses. God's voice is the thread that ties it all together, turning chaos into beauty. He's not just speaking to fix what's broken, he's speaking to show you what's possible. Your life, chosen one, is his masterpiece, and his words are painting it stroke by stroke. You might wonder, why now? Why is God speaking so clearly in this moment? Because this is your season. The waiting, the trials, the moments you thought you'd never survive, they've led you here. His voice is calling you to step into a new chapter, one where his promises unfold like never before. You're not just hearing him, you're becoming the answer to someone else's prayer. Every time you feel his voice stirring, it's a reminder. You're not alone. God's speaking directly to you, but he's also speaking through you. Your life is a message, a living proof that his voice can break through any darkness. So pause, listen, let his words sink deep. They're not just words, they're the key to your transformation. Picture a lighthouse standing firm against crashing waves. The storm rages, but the light never wavers. That's you, chosen one. God's voice is the light within you, guiding you through every storm, shining for others lost in the dark. His words aren't just for your comfort, they're for your calling. They're equipping you to stand tall, to shine brighter, to lead others home. God's message isn't about escaping the world, it's about transforming it. His voice in your heart is a spark that can set fires of hope, faith, and purpose. You're not just hearing him, you're carrying him into every room, every conversation, every moment. His words are rewriting your story, and through you, they're rewriting the world. Sometimes, his voice feels like a challenge. It asks you to let go of what's familiar, to step into the unknown, but that's where the miracles happen. Think of Abraham, told to leave his home for a land he'd never seen. He didn't have a map, only God's voice, and that was enough. It's enough for you too. His words are your map, your anchor, your wings. You're not just a listener, chosen one, you're a vessel. God's voice flows through you, reshaping your thoughts, your actions, your future. Every time you choose to listen, you're choosing to align with his plan. And that plan, it's bigger than your dreams, stronger than your fears, brighter than your imagination. If this message is moving you, hit like and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones standing in faith. God's voice isn't just for you, it's for the world, and your action helps spread it. Let his words take root, and watch how they transform not just you, but everyone around you. God's speaking to you about your purpose, but also about your peace. He sees the battles you've fought silently, the ones no one else knows. He's saying, I've got you. His voice is your shelter, your strength, your victory. When you feel overwhelmed, come back to this truth. The God of the universe is speaking directly to you, and he's never stopped. Imagine a riverbed, dry for years, suddenly filled with water. That's what his voice does to your soul. Where there was drought, he brings life. Where there was emptiness, he brings fullness. His words aren't just sounds, they're the current, carrying you toward a future of abundance, healing, and joy. You've been chosen not because you're perfect, but because you're his. God's voice isn't calling you to be someone else. It's calling you to be the fullest version of you. Every word he speaks is a step toward that truth, a step toward a life that reflects his glory. Listen closely. He's telling you who you've always been. His voice is also a promise. He's not just speaking to guide you. He's speaking to protect you. No weapon formed against you will prosper, because his words are your shield. When the world tries to pull you down, his voice lifts you up. When doubt creeps in, his voice drowns it out. You're untouchable because he's speaking over you. Think of Esther, a young woman thrust into a role she didn't choose. She could have stayed silent, but God's voice through Mordecai, through her heart, called her to act. She saved a nation because she listened. You're in your Esther moment, chosen one. God's voice is calling you to act, to stand, to shine. What will you do with it? God's words aren't just for the moment, they're eternal. They echo through your past, your present, your future. Every promise he's made, every word he's spoken, is alive in you. You carry his voice like a flame, and it's time to let it burn bright. The world needs your light, chosen one, and God's speaking to make sure it shines. You might feel small, but his voice makes you mighty. You might feel lost, but his words are your map. You might feel broken, but his voice is your healing. Every time you pause to listen, you're stepping into his power. You're not just hearing him, you're becoming a reflection of his glory. God's speaking to you about forgiveness, too. Not just for others, but for yourself. He knows the guilt you carry, the mistakes you replay. His voice is saying, let it go. He's not speaking to condemn you. He's speaking to set you free. His words are the key that unlocks the chains you've placed on yourself. Picture a bird in a cage, wings clipped, voice silenced. That's what the world tries to do to you. But God's voice is the hand that opens the cage, restores your wings, and calls you to soar. He's speaking freedom over you, chosen one. Not the world's freedom, but his, a freedom that no one can take away. His voice is also a call to courage. You've faced battles that would have broken others, and you're still standing. Why? Because God's been speaking to you all along, even when you didn't realize it. His words have been your strength, your anchor, your fire. Now, he's calling you to step boldly into what's next. You're not just hearing God's voice, you're living it. Every choice you make, every step you take, is a response to his call. He's speaking to you about a future where fear has no hold, where lack has no power, where your purpose shines like a star. Listen, chosen one, and let his words lead you home. God's voice is a melody, chosen one, woven into the fabric of your soul. It's not just words, it's a song of purpose, calling you to dance to a rhythm only you can hear. The world may try to drown it out with its chaos, but his melody is stronger, clearer, pulling you toward a life that resonates with his truth. You're not just listening, you're moving to his beat, stepping into a destiny that's been yours since the beginning. Think of a potter shaping clay. Every press, every turn, every moment of pressure is intentional. That's what God's voice is doing in you, molding you, not to break you, but to form you into something extraordinary. His words are the hands that guide the clay, turning your struggles into strength, your pain into purpose. When he speaks, he's shaping a vessel ready to hold his glory. You've felt moments of silence, haven't you? Times when you wondered if God was still there, if his voice had faded. But his silence isn't absence, it's preparation. In those quiet moments, he's teaching you to trust, to lean into faith when the world offers no answers. His voice is still there, steady, waiting for you to hear it in the stillness. It's saying, I'm not done with you yet. Picture a mountain climber clinging to a cliff in the dark. The peak is hidden, the path unclear, but a voice calls from above, guiding each step. That's God speaking to you, chosen one. Even when you can't see the summit, his voice is your guide, telling you where to place your hands, your feet, your heart. Trust it, and you'll find yourself higher than you ever imagined. God's words are a fire in your bones, igniting something unstoppable. They're not just encouragement, they're a call to action. He's speaking to the warrior in you, the one who's faced battles and still stands tall. His voice is your battle cry, reminding you that no enemy, no fear, no obstacle can silence what he's placed in you. You're not just chosen, you're unstoppable. Sometimes, his voice feels like a mirror, reflecting truths you've tried to hide. He's speaking to the parts of you that feel unworthy, the corners of your heart you've kept locked away. I see you, he says, all of you. His words don't judge, they heal. They call you to step out of shame and into grace, to embrace every piece of who you are. Imagine a river carving through stone. It doesn't rush or force its way, it flows, steady and sure, reshaping the hardest surfaces over time. That's God's voice in your life, chosen one. It's not loud or demanding, but it's relentless, cutting through doubt, fear, and pain to reveal the beauty beneath. His words are shaping you into something eternal. You've carried dreams that feel too big, haven't you? Visions that seem impossible, hopes that the world calls foolish. But God's voice is speaking to those dreams right now. He's saying, I gave them to you. His words are the spark that keeps them alive, the promise that they're not out of reach. What feels impossible to you is already finished in him. Think of Noah, building an ark, while the world laughed. He heard God's voice when no one else did, and he trusted it. That trust didn't just save him, it changed history. You're in your ark-building moment, chosen one. God's voice is your blueprint, guiding you to create something the world can't yet see. Keep building, keep listening. God's speaking to you about legacy. Not just what you'll leave behind, but what you're planting now. His voice is a seed dropped into your heart, meant to grow into something that outlives you. Every time you listen, you're sowing into your life, your family, your world. His words are eternal, and they're making you a part of something bigger. Picture a tree standing alone in a field, its roots deep, its branches wide. Storms come, winds howl, but it stands firm. That's you, chosen one, rooted in God's voice. His words are your roots, holding you steady when the world shakes. They're your branches, reaching out to offer shade, hope, and love to others. You're not just standing, you're thriving. His voice is also a shield, protecting you from lies that try to define you. The world will tell you who you should be, what you should chase, how you should feel. But God's speaking something different. You are mine. His words cut through the noise, reminding you that your worth isn't in what you do, it's in who you are to him. You've felt the weight of expectations, haven't you? From others, from yourself, from a world that demands perfection. But God's voice lifts that weight. He's not asking you to be flawless. He's asking you to be faithful. His words are a reminder that your mistakes don't disqualify you. They prepare you for his purpose. Imagine a painter with a blank canvas. Each stroke is deliberate, each color chosen with care. God's voice is the brush in your life, painting a story of redemption, hope, and power. He's not finished yet, chosen one. Every word he speaks adds a new stroke, turning your life into a masterpiece that reflects his heart. God's speaking to you about rest, not just sleep, but a deep peace that settles your soul. His voice is saying, you don't have to strive. The world pushes you to hustle, to prove yourself. But he's calling you to trust. His words are an invitation to lay down your burdens and find rest in his promises. Think of Mary, sitting at Jesus' feet while the world buzzed around her. She chose to listen, to be still, to let his voice fill her heart. You're in that moment now, chosen one. God's speaking, and all he asks is that you sit, listen, and let his words wash over you. They're enough to carry you through. His voice is a compass for your decisions. You've faced crossroads, moments where the right path wasn't clear. But God's speaking clarity into your choices. His words aren't just advice, they're direction, guiding you toward a future that aligns with his plan. Trust them, and you'll never walk alone. Picture a warrior, armor dented from battle, standing tall. That's you, chosen one. God's voice is your armor, forged in his truth, unbreakable against any attack. When the world comes for you, when doubt creeps in, his words hold you steady. They're your strength, your courage, your victory. God's speaking to you about hope, not the fleeting kind that fades with circumstances, but a hope that anchors your soul. His voice is promising a future where every tear is wiped away, where every wound finds healing. His words are the foundation of that hope, unshakable and eternal. You've known moments of loneliness, haven't you? Times when it felt like no one saw you, no one understood. But God's voice is breaking through that isolation. He's saying, I'm with you. His words are your companion, closer than any friend, stronger than any fear. You're never alone when he speaks. Imagine a sunrise after a long night. The first rays break through, chasing away the dark. That's God's voice in your life. Chosen one, a light that scatters every shadow. His words don't just comfort, they transform, turning your darkest moments into dawn. Listen and let his light flood your heart. God's speaking to you about courage too, not the kind that roars, but the quiet strength to keep going. His voice is your fuel, pushing you forward when you want to give up. He's saying, "I've called you for this." His words are the spark that keeps your fire burning, no matter the cost. Think of Daniel in the lion's den. The world expected him to be torn apart, but God's voice was his shield. He walked out untouched because he trusted what God spoke. You're in your own den, chosen one, and his voice is your protection. No lion, no fear, no enemy can touch you. His voice is also a call to love, not just for others, but for yourself. God's speaking worth into your heart, reminding you that you're his creation, his treasure. His words are rewriting the lies you've believed, replacing them with truth. You are enough because he says so. Picture a garden blooming with life. Each flower, each blade of grass grows because it's been tended with care. God's voice is the gardener of your soul, chosen one, nurturing every part of you. His words water your dreams, prune your fears, and help you bloom into his purpose. God's speaking to you about faith too, not a faith that demands answers, but one that trusts in the mystery. His voice is inviting you to believe, even when you can't see the outcome. His words are the bridge between where you are and where he's taking you. Step out and trust. You've carried burdens that weren't yours to bear, haven't you? God's voice is calling you to lay them down. He's saying, "Give them to me." His words are a release, freeing you from weights you've carried too long. Let go, chosen one, and let his voice carry you instead. Imagine a ship sailing through a storm. The waves crash, the winds howl, but the captain's voice keeps the crew steady. That's God's voice in your life, a steady hand guiding you through the chaos. His words aren't just comfort, they're your course, leading you to safe shores. God's speaking to you about your future, not a vague hope, but a specific promise. His voice is painting a picture of a life filled with purpose, joy, and impact. He's not just speaking to get you through today, he's speaking to prepare you for a tomorrow that shines with his glory. Think of Joseph, sold into slavery, locked in a prison. The world saw a victim, but God saw a leader. His voice guided Joseph through every betrayal, every dark night, until he stood in a palace. You're in your Joseph moment, chosen one. His words are leading you to your palace. His voice is also a call to patience. The world demands instant results, but God's timing is perfect. His words are teaching you to wait, not in frustration, but in faith. Every moment you trust his voice is a moment you're growing stronger, ready for what's next. Picture a sculptor chiseling away at stone. Each strike is precise, revealing the form within. God's voice is that chisel, chosen one, shaping you with every word. His voice isn't just speaking, it's sculpting you into a reflection of his love, his power, his purpose. God's speaking to you about community too. You're not meant to walk alone. His voice is drawing you to others who hear him, who see his light in you. His words are building a family, a tribe of chosen ones, where your faith strengthens theirs, and theirs strengthens yours. You've felt misunderstood, haven't you? Like the world can't see the real you. But God's voice is your validation. He's saying, "I know you." His words affirm who you are, not what the world expects. Listen to him and let his voice drown out the noise of judgment. Imagine a flame that never goes out, burning steady through rain, wind, and darkness. That's God's voice in your heart, chosen one. It's a fire that no storm can extinguish, a light that no shadow can dim. His words are your eternal flame, keeping you warm, guiding you home. God's speaking to you about resilience. You've fallen, but you've always risen. Why? Because His voice has been there, lifting you, reminding you of your strength. His words are your backbone, giving you the courage to stand again, no matter how many times you've stumbled. Think of Ruth, a widow with nothing, choosing to follow a God she barely knew. His voice, through Naomi, through her heart, led her to a new life, a new legacy. You're in your Ruth moment, chosen one. His words are guiding you to a future you can't yet see, but it's yours. His voice is also a promise of restoration. What's been taken, what's been broken, God's speaking it back to life. His words are stitching together every wound, rebuilding every dream, renewing every hope. Listen, and let His voice make you whole again. Picture a symphony, each note perfectly timed, building to a crescendo. God's voice is the conductor of your life, chosen one, orchestrating every moment. His words are the notes, creating a harmony that turns your chaos into music. Trust the rhythm and let it play. God's speaking to you about surrender, not giving up, but giving over. His voice is asking you to release control, to trust His plan over your own. His words are a gentle pull, leading you to a freedom that comes only when you let go and let Him lead. You've faced moments of doubt, wondering if you're on the right path. But God's voice is your certainty. He's saying, "This is the way." His words are a map drawn in faith, guiding you through every question, every fear, to a destination marked by His love. Imagine a fortress, standing tall against every attack. That's what God's voice builds in you. Chosen one, a stronghold of faith, hope, and strength. His words are the stones, unmovable, eternal, protecting you from anything that tries to shake you. God's speaking to you about joy, not a fleeting happiness, but a deep, unshakable joy that flows from His presence. His voice is calling you to laugh, to dance, to live fully in this moment. His words are your invitation to a life that overflows with His goodness. Think of Paul and Silas, singing in a prison cell. Their chains didn't silence their worship because God's voice was louder. You're in your prison cell moment, chosen one. His words are your song, turning your chains into freedom, your pain into praise. His voice is also a call to vision. God's speaking dreams into your heart, pictures of a future only He can see. His words are the lens, bringing clarity to what's ahead. Trust them, and watch as His vision for your life becomes your reality. Picture a bridge spanning a raging river. Each plank is a word from God, steady and sure, carrying you across. His voice is your bridge, chosen one, leading you from where you are to where He's calling you. Step forward and know He's holding you up. God's speaking to you about identity. The world tries to label you, but His voice names you. Beloved, He says. Chosen. His words strip away every false name you've been given, revealing the truth of who you are in Him. Listen and claim your true name. You've known moments when the world felt too heavy, haven't you? But God's voice is your strength. He's saying, "I'm carrying it with you." His words are a partnership, a promise that you're never fighting alone. Lean into them and feel His power in you. Imagine a star shining in the night sky. It doesn't compete with the darkness, it simply shines. That's you, chosen one, with God's voice in your heart. His words are your light, cutting through every shadow, guiding others to see His truth through you. God's speaking to you about timing, His voice is saying, now. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. His words are aligning this moment with His purpose, opening doors you didn't see, preparing you for what's already here. Trust His timing and step into it. Think of Lazarus, dead in a tomb, until Jesus' voice called him out. That same voice is calling you, chosen one, out of every grave, every place you've felt stuck, lost, or lifeless. His words are life, and they're bringing you back to who you're meant to be. His voice is also a call to boldness. God's not whispering timidity. He's speaking courage. His words are pushing you to speak, to act, to stand for what's right. You're not just chosen to hear Him, you're chosen to carry His voice into the world. Picture a wind, invisible but powerful, moving everything in its path. That's God's voice in your life. Chosen one, a force that shifts your circumstances, your heart, your future. His words are the wind, carrying you where you need to be. Let them move you. God's speaking to you about grace. His voice is reminding you that you don't have to earn His love, it's already yours. His words are a gift, wrapping you in mercy, lifting you above your failures. Listen and let His grace carry you forward. You've felt the pull of fear, haven't you? That voice telling you to shrink back, to play it safe. But God's voice is louder, stronger, truer. He's saying, step out. His words are your courage, your fire, your reason to keep going. Trust them and move. Imagine a book, its pages filled with a story only half written. God's voice is the pen, chosen one, writing the next chapter of your life. His words are crafting a tale of triumph, of purpose, of love. Let Him write and watch your story unfold. God's speaking to you about influence. His voice is calling you to be a light, not just for yourself, but for others. His words are equipping you to change lives, to shift hearts, to bring hope where it's been lost. You're not just chosen, you're called to lead. Think of Deborah, a prophetess leading a nation. She didn't seek power, but God's voice gave it to her. You're in your Deborah moment, chosen one. His words are placing you where you're needed, giving you authority to speak His truth. Step into it. His voice is also a promise of provision. God speaking abundance over you, not just enough, but more than enough. His words are opening doors to resources, opportunities, blessings you can't yet see. Trust them and watch His provision flow. Picture a flame passing from one candle to another. That's God's voice in you, chosen one, lighting up others around you. His words aren't just for you, they're meant to spread, to ignite faith, hope, and love in everyone you meet. Be the flame and shine. God's speaking to you about truth. In a world full of lies, His voice is your anchor, your clarity. His words cut through deception, revealing what's real, what's eternal. Listen to them and let them guide you to a life rooted in His truth. You've known moments of confusion where the path felt unclear, but God's voice is your compass, pointing you to His way. His words are steady, unchanging, leading you through every fog, every storm. Trust them and you'll never lose your way. Imagine a river flowing through a desert. Where it touches, life blooms. That's God's voice in your life. Chosen one, bringing life where there was none. His words are your source, your strength, your renewal. Let them flow and watch your desert bloom. God's voice is a whisper in the wilderness, chosen one, calling you to places you've never been. It's not just guidance, it's an invitation to explore a path carved just for you. His words are a map, not drawn on paper, but written in your heart, leading you through uncharted lands to a purpose that's been waiting since before you were born. Listen and step into the adventure he's calling you to. Think of a weaver threading a loom. Each strand, each color, is chosen with care, creating a pattern only the weaver can see. That's God's voice in your life, threading moments of joy, pain, and growth into a tapestry of divine purpose. His words are the strands, binding your past to your future, making something beautiful from what felt broken. You've known nights when sleep wouldn't come, when your mind raced with questions. God's voice is speaking into those sleepless hours, chosen one. He's saying, I'm here in the quiet. His words are a lullaby, calming your heart, reminding you that even in the dark, he's weaving a story of light. Rest in his voice and let it carry you to peace. Picture a captain steering a ship through fog. The horizon is hidden, but a distant bell rings, guiding the way. That's God's voice for you, a clear, steady sound cutting through confusion. His words don't promise a storm-free sea, but they promise a safe harbor. Trust them and sail forward with faith. God's speaking to you about trust, chosen one. Not the kind that's easy, but the kind that holds fast when everything shakes. His voice is your anchor, grounding you when the world feels unsteady. He's saying, I've got you. His words are stronger than your fears, surer than your doubts. Lean into them and stand firm. You've carried scars, haven't you? Marks from battles no one else could see. But God's voice is a balm, healing what's been wounded. His words don't erase the scars, they redeem them, turning each one into a story of his grace. Listen, and let his voice make your pain a testimony of triumph. Imagine a clock, its hands moving steadily, marking moments that seem ordinary. But God's voice is the rhythm behind it, turning every second into something sacred. His words are timing your life, chosen one, aligning each moment with his purpose. Trust the tick of his clock and watch how he makes all things new. God's speaking to you about freedom, not just from chains you can see, but from the ones you feel guilt, shame, fear. His voice is a key, unlocking doors you thought were sealed forever. He's saying, walk free. His words are your liberation, setting you loose to live boldly in his love. Think of Hannah, praying in silence, her heart breaking for a child. God's voice heard her when no one else did, and he answered, you're in your Hannah moment, chosen one. His words are hearing your unspoken prayers, meeting your deepest longings. Speak to him and know he's listening. His voice is a spark in the darkness, igniting hope when all seems lost. God's speaking to you about possibilities. Chosen one, dreams you've buried, goals you've set aside. His words are resurrecting them, breathing life into what you thought was dead. Listen, and let his voice fan the flame of your future. Picture a builder laying bricks, each one placed with care, forming a house that stands against the storm. That's God's voice in your life, chosen one, building something unshakable. His words are the bricks, strong and sure, creating a foundation for a life that endures. Trust his work and watch your life rise. God's speaking to you about surrender, but not defeat. It's about letting go of control, of plans that keep you small. His voice is calling you to release what you've clung to make room for his bigger vision. His words are a promise that what you give up, he'll replace with something greater. You've felt invisible at times, haven't you? Like your efforts, your heart, go unseen. But God's voice is your spotlight, shining on every quiet sacrifice, every hidden act of faith. He's saying, I see you. His words validate your worth, reminding you that you're never overlooked by him. Imagine a melody carried on the wind, faint at first, but growing clearer as you listen. That's God's voice, chosen one, drawing you closer with every note. His words aren't just sound, they're a call to come near, to know Him, to find your place in His heart. Follow the melody and find your home. God's speaking to you about strength, not the kind that flexes, but the kind that endures. His voice is your backbone, holding you up when life tries to knock you down. He's saying, "You're stronger than you know." His words are your power, fueling you to keep going, no matter the weight. Think of Jonah, running from God's call, swallowed by a whale. Even in his rebellion, God's voice followed, calling him back. You're in your Jonah moment, chosen one. No matter how far you've strayed, His words are chasing you, guiding you back to His purpose. Listen and let them lead you. His voice is a river of peace, flowing through your chaos. God's speaking calm into your storms, chosen one, reminding you that He's greater than any wave crashing against you. His words are your anchor, your sail, your compass, guiding you to still waters. Trust them and find your rest. Picture a seed breaking through concrete, defying the odds to reach the sun. That's you, chosen one, with God's voice urging you upward. His words are the force pushing you through every barrier, every doubt, every limit. Listen and let His voice lift you to new heights. God's speaking to you about purpose, not a vague idea, but a calling etched in your soul. His voice is clarifying why you're here, what you're meant to do. His words are a blueprint, showing you the impact you're destined to make. Follow them and step into your reason for being. You've known moments of rejection, haven't you? Times when the world turned its back. But God's voice is your acceptance, calling you His own. He's saying, "You belong to me." His words are your home, your family, your place of belonging. Rest in them and know you're enough. Imagine a fire spreading through a forest, unstoppable, transforming everything it touches. That's God's voice in your life. Chosen one, a blaze that burns away fear and ignites purpose. His words are the spark, the flame, the heat that changes you and the world around you. Let them burn. God speaking to you about faith, a faith that moves mountains. His voice is stirring belief in you, chosen one, reminding you that nothing is impossible with Him. His words are the power behind your prayers, the strength behind your steps. Trust them and watch miracles unfold. Think of Gideon, hiding in fear, called a mighty warrior by God's voice. He didn't feel mighty, but God's words made him so. You're in your Gideon moment, chosen one. His voice is naming you what you can't yet see: brave, powerful, chosen. Believe it and become it. His voice is a promise of renewal, taking what's worn out and making it new. God speaking life into your tired places, chosen one, your heart, your dreams, your strength. His words are a fountain, refreshing what's been dry. Drink them in and feel yourself come alive. Picture a kite soaring high, held by a string that keeps it steady. That's God's voice in your life, chosen one, lifting you to heights while keeping you grounded in His truth. His words are your wind, your anchor, your freedom. Let them carry you and soar. God speaking to you about joy, a joy that doesn't depend on circumstances. His voice is singing over you, chosen one, filling your heart with laughter that defies the dark. His words are your song, your reason to smile, your light in any storm. Listen and let joy overflow. You've known moments when the world felt unfair, haven't you? But God's voice is your justice, promising to right every wrong. He's saying, "I see it all." His words are your assurance that nothing is overlooked, that every hurt will find healing in His time. Imagine a lighthouse beaming through a storm, guiding ships to safety. That's God's voice in your life. Chosen one, a steady light that never fails. His words are your guide, your signal, your hope, leading you and others through the darkest nights. Trust them and shine. God speaking to you about courage, a courage that doesn't flinch. His voice is your rallying cry. Chosen one, calling you to face giants with faith. His words are your sword, your shield, your strength. Wield them and watch every fear fall before you. Think of Nehemiah, rebuilding a city against all odds. God's voice gave him the vision, the strength, the will to keep going. You're in your Nehemiah moment, chosen one. His words are rebuilding what's been broken in you, brick by brick. Listen and keep building. His voice is a call to stillness, to pause in the rush of life. God speaking rest into your soul, chosen one, reminding you that you don't have to chase his love, it's already here. His words are your sanctuary, your quiet place. Rest in them and find peace. Picture a riverbed carved over years by steady water. That's God's voice shaping your life. Chosen one, patient, persistent, powerful. His words are the current, smoothing your rough edges, guiding you to his purpose. Let them flow and watch your path become clear. God's speaking to you about hope, a hope that holds you through the night. His voice is promising dawn, chosen one, a new day where his plans for you unfold. His words are your anchor, keeping you steady until the light breaks through. Hold fast and believe. You've felt the sting of betrayal, haven't you? But God's voice is your healing, speaking loyalty over you. He's saying, I'll never leave you. His words are your trust, your refuge, your constant. Lean into them and let his faithfulness mend your heart. Imagine a seed carried by the wind, landing in fertile soil. That's God's voice in your life. Chosen one, planting possibilities in places you didn't expect. His words are the seed, the soil, the growth, turning barren ground into a garden. Trust them and watch life bloom. God's speaking to you about vision, a vision that sees beyond the now. His voice is opening your eyes, chosen one, to a future filled with his glory. His words are your lens, bringing clarity to what's ahead. Look through them and see what he sees. Think of Isaiah, called to speak truth in a world that didn't listen. God's voice touched his lips, giving him courage. You're in your Isaiah moment, chosen one. His words are touching you, equipping you to speak, to stand, to shine. Answer, and let his voice flow through you. His voice is a promise of strength, not just for today, but for every battle ahead. God speaking endurance into you, chosen one, preparing you for the road he's set before you. His words are your fuel, your fire, your foundation. Trust them and keep running. Picture a flame dancing in the wind, never going out. That's God's voice in your heart. Chosen one, a light that burns through every storm. His words are your spark, your warmth, your guide. Let them shine and light the way for others. God speaking to you about love, a love that never fails. His voice is wrapping you in his heart, chosen one, reminding you that you're his forever. His words are your home, your strength, your eternal embrace. Rest in them and know you're loved. You've known moments of doubt, questioning your path, but God's voice is your certainty, speaking truth over your fears. He's saying, you're mine. His words are your compass, your anchor, your wings. Follow them and find your way home. Imagine a tapestry, each thread a moment of your life, woven by a master's hand. That's God's voice, chosen one, crafting your story with care. His words are the threads, turning pain into beauty, trials into triumph. Trust his hands and watch your story unfold. God speaking to you about purpose, a calling that's uniquely yours. His voice is clarifying why you're here. Chosen one, what you're meant to do. His words are your mission, your map, your mandate. Listen and step into the life he's designed for you. Think of Mary Magdalene, transformed by Jesus' voice. She was broken, but his words made her whole, sending her to proclaim his truth. You're in your Mary moment, chosen one. His voice is transforming you, calling you to carry his message. Answer and go. His voice is a river of grace, washing away your guilt. God speaking forgiveness over you, chosen one, freeing you from every chain. His words are your release, your renewal, your redemption. Let them flow and feel your heart made new. Picture a star, steady in the night sky, guiding travelers home. That's God's voice in your life, chosen one, a light that never fades. His words are your guide, your hope, your promise. Follow them and lead others to his truth. God's speaking to you about faith, a faith that defies the impossible. His voice is stirring belief in you, chosen one, promising that his power is greater than any obstacle. His words are your strength, your courage, your victory. Trust them and watch mountains move. You've felt the weight of the world, haven't you? But God's voice is your relief, lifting what you can't carry. He's saying, "Give it to me." His words are your rest, your refuge, your release. Surrender and let his voice lighten your load. Imagine a wind carrying seeds to new lands. That's God's voice in your life, chosen one, planting dreams in places you never expected. His words are the wind, the seed, the growth, turning your life into a harvest. Trust them and watch abundance